If you're looking to buy land to build your home or to flip, you should definitely check out this website called Zamplo. It's a mapping tool. It gives skip tracing. It has all these different types of comping tools that I'm going to show you right now. Just to get started, the reason you want to get the most accurate comps is if you're going to buy a land to build a home, you definitely want to check out the recent comps because you don't want to get ripped off, of course. But another thing is you want to have it get a good price to have a little bit of equity. When you have a equity in the property, it gives you a buffer zone, a financial buffer zone for any other cost. For example, if you need a well and septic system, if you need to clear the lot, to level it out because the topography is too crazy. So it helps a lot to have accurate comps. And then sometimes if a realtor gives you a comp list, it just does the surrounding mile or surrounding city, which might not be accurate. It really makes a difference to get comps in the area. So this tool does it perfectly. I'm going to show you all the additional features it has. So on the left hand side, it gives you these base maps that change the views. So for this area, you see the topo. The topo here is kind of crazy. And let me remove the parcel owner so you can look at it. So right here, you see it's around 800 meters right here. And then if you go right here is 996. So from here to here is a like almost 100-foot drop. So the topography is kind of crazy here, and there's little road. And then you go back to street view, and then you go to parcel owners so we can see all the names, the parcel and the parcel owners. These people right here submitted their property on my website, and I'm gonna comp it for you right now. So on the right hand side, it shows you all these listings around the area, right? Like all these different listings, and then the parcel information on the parcel I clicked. So it gives the owner's names or mailing address. This also does skip tracing for an additional cost. And then the also gives the estimate and then the total assessed value from the county. So these numbers are going to be important. And then the sold and when they bought it. So they initially bought it around 2 years ago, and they bought it for $60,000, and they bought it for $35,000 an acre. Remember that number; it's going to be very important. And it gives you the zone type, like in the FEMA flood zone map. So it's not a flood zone, has 0% wetland. And it gives you some other additional information. And it tells you how old the data is, 4 months old. So here, the reason we want to know the sold amount is because they want to sell this property for around $70,000. So they want to make a 10K profit 2 years owning the property. But there's a major issue, right? So we have these different comps right here. I'm going to turn them off. So the blue is the sold, the recently sold, and the red is for the one that is selling, that's recently on the market. Let's look at all of them. So I'm going to click this one right here and remember these numbers. So when this one recently sold, and let's open it up, load up the information. So it sold is 1.47 acres, a little bit smaller, and it sold for 12,590 per acre. Right, remember this number, and it sold for around 18,000 in total a year ago. Pretty recent comp for the area. There's not a lot of movement in this area. Let's click this one. This property is a little bit bigger at 2.15 acres, and it sold around 11,000 an acre. So if you do the median or average of these two, it's around 11 flat in terms of per acre price, and this sold around 6 months ago. Remember that number. These people right here, and it's probably why these people want it for 70. These people right here want their property for $80,000. It's 2.2 acres, 2.82 acres, and they want $28,000 an acre. Almost, no, it is double, more than double the acre price for the market. These are all within each other. This is the road right here. And the cool thing about this, right? That's why I like it a lot. I tried other sites and they're good, right? They're not bad. But the reason I like this one is I can actually go to the link, the Zillow link, and look at the property. This is very important because sometimes you have to make another tab, look at it on Zillow, look at it on Google Maps. This does it for you right here. You got the Google Maps right here, you got the Zillow, and then you can download the KML file if you're technical, and then gives you a parcel report and then the pricing tool. So right here, I'm gonna click it and go to the Zillow link. So these people want the property for $79,000. Look at the pictures. Remember, these are on upslope, these are downslope. Most of the time, I will say, hey, always buy upslope properties if this is a road. You do not want to be on the downslope. Always want to be in the upslope. But this one's kind of crazy in terms of topography. So they want $79,000 and it's been on the market for 210 days and is listed by owner, right? 2.82. So these guys have it forever. And then the HOA fee $600 a year. That's not including the taxes they have to pay on this property. I don't know the area that well, so I don't know the county taxes for this area. So $600 a year plus county taxes. But let's look at the pictures. Remember, I'm going to show you the topography again. Crazy topo. Crazy topo. Look at the pictures. Look at this. So the property that these people want to sell, the ones is around down here. It's going to be down here. So this is a big drop off. Huge drop off. This is the road. And is wild. It's like a 40-degree slope. This is the road right here. It's going downhill. So just imagine this picture. It's like right here. You see this little clearing? It's going downhill. This topography is wild. So it's going to cost a lot of money to fix this to build a house, right? And you're probably going to need a well and a septic system in this area. Unless they have, I doubt they have water utilities, and I don't see any electric poles either. I don't see any utilities, and look at that, no electric poles. So you might have to also pay to pull electric in this area. Not 100% sure they have underground cables for electricity or internet. So let's go back to the parcel view and sold. And then let's look at right here. These people want to sell it for 70. These people sold theirs. Let's look at realtor.com. There's no pictures anymore. That's okay. Let's look at this one. Realtor.com again. No pictures. Perfectly fine. Let's see, they have a Google map, right? I love what they have right here because before I would have to copy the address, or if it doesn't have an address, I have to get the longitude and latitude. I could literally just put the longitude, latitude right here, or the APN parcel ID, and then it'll give me a series of parcel IDs, and then I can just click it. So it searches by parcel ID from the entire database. You put it there, and then it's going to give you a couple recommendations. Maybe there's a parcel ID in California that's the same, but then this one's in North Carolina, and you could link them up. So it gives you pretty good details in all of this. Most likely, this is not going to have a Google like Street View. Let's look at it again. Yeah, there's no Google Street View in this area, so it's perfectly fine. We already have the pictures from the other listing, which is perfect. These people want $70,000 for this property. They overpaid for it to begin with at 60,000. The neighboring yard, they basically made the anchor at 18,000 or $12,000 an acre. These people want like what, $20,000 an acre. Let's see how big this is. 1.7, so around close to 2 acres. So they want almost $20,000 an acre, maybe a little bit more. These people It's for sale, and they want $28,000 an acre. They're never gonna get that. The comps to their neighbors, and the topography, and all the fixes they have to do to clear the land. This guy, let's see the information. When did he buy it? He bought it 2 years ago for, it doesn't show it. One of it was like he probably got this transferred to him 2 years ago. So sometimes when it says NA, they inherited or did a quick claim deed. So they just basically transferred the property and doesn't show any price. These people got this property 2 years ago, overpaid by a lot, $35,000 an acre, and they want to sell it for $10,000 more. The market doesn't um justify their price point right now, and either they're gonna have to fold and sell it, take a pretty big loss in 2 years, or because think about it, look at their properties down here, way down here. This property's over here, so this is kind of like in a valley. Like you're gonna have to. I don't even know how they're gonna get road access right here. It's gonna be very difficult for them to even get road access. I wouldn't touch this lot with a 10-foot pole unless I got it for free. If I got it for free, I'll take it, or very cheap, super cheap. But at the price point, it doesn't make sense. If you want to do me a favor, if you like this software and you want to check it out, I have a referral link down below. You should definitely check it out, and there you could give it a trial run to look at this software to see if you like it. So I haven't even touched the surface of Zamplo. I'm just showing you what I use it for. There's other stuff you could use as well, like skip tracing, do all that. Especially if you want to look up a property owner's information and call them or give them an email real quick. So make sure you check this out. If you like this, click the referral link down below. And if you like this kind of videos, please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.